Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Mike from ThatWoodenFlag. In this video, I'm going to show you, not from start to finish, but I'm going to show you after I had my Bob CNC E4, the upgrade assembled. When I went to home the machine, I had an issue, which was caused by myself. So I just wanted to share a video of what not to do when your wiring is assembled. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you have any comments, please leave them below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And I'm looking forward to uploading more videos. So if you have any suggestions, any designs, let me know. All right. Thanks for watching. All right, so I just finally got done assembling the E4 upgrade so I can have a larger cut space. Got these belt adjustments from Gator Bites. I'll put a link in the description. I would say uninterrupted time, could probably do this upgrade in a few hours if you've already assembled one. If you have never assembled one, then it'll probably take you much longer. So I just want to cut my zip ties here. I'll clean up later. So I have not used this machine yet. I literally have just plugged it in, just plugged the USB in right before I started this video. So I haven't loaded any software, just doing a test here. I just want to see if it works with all of the settings I already had preloaded from when I was using my E3. Now I did buy a brand new controller when I bought the upgrade, just in case I want to use some of the E3 stuff, or maybe reassemble that and turn that into a second CNC machine. All I'm trying to do right now is see if it connects and if it will home. So UGS is open, USB's in. I heard all the motors fire up. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to connect to it. All right, so we did not connect, so I'm going to double check a couple settings. So I get my crappy laptop to, well, you know what, I'm gonna hit refresh real quick. Just refreshed the port and it changed from COM3 to COM4. All right, so it did connect. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit home and let's see what it does. All right, so it did not, it sounded like the Z. I'm just spraying some dry lube in here. lube that up. I started assembling this. I'm gonna unplug the USB here, and I'm gonna try to manually lower the Z a little bit. So I noticed on my E3, if I didn't do proper maintenance, depending on weather and all that stuff, you really got to keep this lubed up real good. So I did lube it when I was assembling it, but I have not homed it. The thing's never moved yet. I did hear the motor trying to move it, but if it is not lubed properly, I have gotten that sound before. So at the end of each cut, you really should drop it all the way down so you can get this lubed up real good. So I just lowered it. I'm gonna go ahead, spray some more dry lube on this. And I'm gonna go ahead, sorry. So I just plugged my USB back in. And I'm going to try connecting to it again. See if it'll home this time. All right, so you notice I dropped it down. Yeah, so it was stuck. So I had to spin it a little bit. Alrighty. Don't like those sounds, so I'm gonna investigate those. I saw the belts jumping a lot, and it did go all the way back. So I'm gonna go ahead and inspect that. I'll tighten these belts up again, and be right back. All right, so I just lubed up the Z because it was having a little trouble starting out when I was trying to home the E4 for the first time. But when I finally got it to home, the Z raised, and then it tried to home, and when it got to the corner, it sounded like, I think that is X2 stepper motor. Sounded like it was jumping a little bit. So I'm going to try it again here, just to see what happens. So it hit the stop over here. Once it hit that, it doesn't look like it moved anymore. So all right, so we're gonna try this one more time. Reconnect. See if we can get rid of that wobble. I did tighten the X1 belt. It was a little loose after it homed the first time. See what happens. All right, so what I just did was I realized my X and Y stops were backwards when I looked closer at it, because once you got all this stuff zip tied on, it's kind of hard to tell the wiring. So I just switched the X and Y around, and I'm going to try homing it again, see if we get rid of that wobble. So the Z at the stop, that was good. It's coming over. Perfect. All right, so let that be a lesson when you assemble, which I've assembled one of these before. I just made a simple mistake. So, you know, if you get any weird wobbles like that when you home it for the first time, most likely your stops are backwards, because when I homed it the first time after I lubed the Z drive, it was coming up, it was hitting the Z stop right here, right? So it was telling it that it made it to its location, and then it tried to home the X and Y, but what I actually had was this stop right here should be for the Y axis, but I had it plugged into the Z, into the X, and I had the Y, which is back here, right there. I had them backwards. So when it came across this way on the Y axis, it thought when it hit the stop, it was telling it that it went all the way back to the X, right? So that's why everything kept moving, and then it started wobbling. All right, so keep close eye on that when you are plugging your stuff in. You know, I just made an honest mistake because I put one together before, so I tried to just get it all assembled and then do the wiring, but the instructions clearly show, you know, the wiring being done at a certain time. So just keep close eye on that if you need to label them or something like that. Do that. All right, so you don't break anything. Don't forget to leave a comment, like the channel, subscribe if you haven't, and if you got any suggestions on videos, my machine is back up and running. I am going to check to make sure that my spool board is perfect. If it's not, I'm going to shoot a video of resurfacing it. All right? Thanks for watching.